Dad, we know that Michael was close in your age, and that he passed away at age 11.
He was, I was 12, he was 11, and John, my brother John was like 10 and a half, something like that. So, and we used to spend a lot of time together, the three of us. And when he died, it was during the summer, and he was riding his bike with his buddies on Rocky River Drive, right in front of St. Joseph's School and Convent on Rocky River Drive. They had gone into the back there and circled a pond with a statue, and then came out. And Rocky River Drive is a drive that's very, very busy, and Michael just went straight ahead and was hit broadside and knocked up way up high, and came down and hit his head on the curb, and he died right there on the scene. And he was a bright kid. He was a good football player, good student. Everyone, all of his people that he hung around with, they all loved him and recognized his abilities. And of course, Uncle Michael and Aunt Florence, they didn't even want to see John and me. Every time they'd see us, they'd start to cry.
Yeah. You couldn't have a bicycle.
Many memories.
You couldn't have a bicycle for a while either.
No, but
Aunt Kitty.
Aunt Kitty.
Aunt Kitty,
Yes.
my grandmother's sister, Aunt Kitty, lived with my grandmother. And no one was, it was taken for granted. It was never said, no more bicycles. So Aunt Kitty, John and I, John, we lived together at my grandfather's house. While he and his wife, they moved down to the Lakeshore Hotel because they were thinking of moving there, and so they wanted to try it out, and that's why John and I were at my grandfather's house with Aunt Kitty. Aunt Kitty was my grandmother's sister, and she was a tough old Irish lady. Kitty English was her name, and she ran the place, boy, like a drill sergeant. And every morning before we go up to St. James, she'd inspect us, see how we looked. If our ears were dirty, she'd go get a wet cloth and do one of those into our ears. And she loved me. She loved me because we had the same birthdays.
Ah, so you were the favorite?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
same birthdays. But that was something else.
And then the bicycle story. What did she do for you?
Oh, she said, "All right, John and Joe, we're gonna get you guys gonna get you bicycles." What? Yeah. Come on, we're going down to the May Company, look at the bikes, and then you guys pick out your bikes. So down we go to the May Company, and that was one of the biggest and best department stores in downtown Cleveland. And so we went up to the bicycle floor. They must have had maybe 500 bikes. It was just a whole floor. And she said, "Well, go ahead and pick out your bikes." We picked our bikes out, and they delivered them over to my grandfather's house because we were there with Aunt Kitty while my grandfather and grandmother were down at the hotel checking it out. And we couldn't believe it, that we would be in that position after Michael's death. But
Took some years, right? Some years in between.
Well, there really weren't, because I was in the 6th grade at St. James, so it wasn't long at all, really.
Okay.
It was hard for us to believe that she would have the guts to do that.
Right, right.
And no one ever, I mean, I never heard anything, no one say anything bad about her decision to do that.
Well, all my life, whenever we get on bikes, Dad would say, "You be careful. Our cousin Michael Feighan was killed on a bike. You be careful." And sure enough, as I was a mother, I would say the same thing to my children on those bicycles. Dad, tell about the story when you got Uncle Paul that special Christmas present that he could not wait to open. You know what I'm talking about? Has to do with Taft School.
Borrow some of your water.
Here, this is yours.
All right, well,
Uncle Paul. You did say Uncle Paul, didn't you?
Yes, Mother.
He was an angel.
Uncle Paul was an angel, yeah. Uncle Paul, John and I, we would like to go out drinking at night sometimes. And around Christmas time, Paul was bugging me to buy him a bike.
A BB gun?
And excuse me, a BB gun. And I said, okay, all right, I'll get one for you for Christmas. And I did. I got him a Red Ryder BB gun. Boy, it was beautiful. And I hid it behind the icebox in the kitchen. And John and I were out celebrating. It was Christmas Eve. And it's 8 o'clock, or I don't know, 7 o'clock in the morning, someone's shaking me. It's Paul. Joe, where's my bike? Where's my bike?
BB gun?
This is my BB gun. Paul, it's 8 o'clock. John and I were out until all hours. Get away from me. So okay. He comes back in an hour. You know, where's my BB gun? Please, get away from us. He kept that up all morning long, around the noon hour. I said, oh, all right, it's behind the icebox. So we got up about, I don't know, 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, gee.
My mother, I don't know where my mother was. She had to be someplace else. But when we got up, he had already shot about 25 windows out of the school up the street, 4 or 5 doors up.
Taft School.
Taft School.
Taft School.
My school.
He shot all those windows out.
And today, all those windows are blown out because they're renovating Taft School. And I drive by all the time, and I'm like, oh, if Uncle Paul could see the windows are blown out again.
Yeah.
Now, what's that becoming?
The Board of Education and a preschool and higher education beyond high school.